travelers of time and thought. You're listening to Artcast, the podcast that explores the edges of reality, memory, and multidimensional truth. In this special series titled Quantum Time Travel and the Butterfly Effect, we'll dive into the mysteries of nonlinear time, quantum entanglement, and how even the smallest change in the past could echo across futures we haven't imagined yet. Whether you're a seasoned seeker or just curious about how the quantum universe might bend around your consciousness, you're in the right timeline.
These are not mere flight tools. They are instruments of narrative propulsion. As Gabriella steps to the edge of the Ark's observation tier, her canvas and mylar wings unfurl, vast, iridescent, and etched with echoes of past arcs. Every ripple is a remembered decision. Every gust of wind, a push from unfinished truths. The wings do not fly through air. They ride the winds of story, catching fragments from Book 3's redemption, Book 6's fracture, Book 9's pause, Book 12's pain. Each arc is pulled taut, tuned. Each beat becomes resonance. Key developments narrative, stabilizing flight mechanism. The wings function not for lift, but for narrative equilibrium, aligning scattered storylines into harmonic motion. Material memory response. Canvas reflects emotional depth. Mylar reflects cosmic truth. Together, they become a tuning fork for the Ark's path. Arc synchronization. Pulse. Fully expanded, the wings bring the Ark into resonance with the energetic current of Book 13, ensuring no storyline is left trailing. Major conflict or decision. Gabriella must choose to let the wings unfurl at their natural rhythm or force their opening in an attempt to accelerate alignment. Allowing full expansion synchronizes the Ark with Book 13's energetic stream, locking the narrative into perfect orbit. Forcing the wings causes drag, disrupting stabilization and pulling previous arcs back into play, risking regression into past chapters. As the Ark nears the edge of its narrative envelope, Gabriella approaches the ballast of blast, a colossal containment vault of raw, divine energy designed not for propulsion, but acceleration of fate. The ballast thrums. It doesn't hum, it roars. A compressed inferno of timeline ignition, capable of lighting every dormant story thread with fire and truth. She doesn't carry it. She channels it. With each breath, Gabriella doesn't just stabilize the flame, she shapes it. Gabriella uses the ballast of blast to keep herself afloat against gravitational narrative pull, while simultaneously steering the Ark toward something no book has reached before. Book 13. This isn't about forward movement. It's about blasting through everything that's held the Ark back. Gabriella faces a major decision: how to release the flame. Channel the flame with purpose. Releasing the blast grants narrative mastery, enabling her to guide the Ark without resistance, bypassing tension and unlocking Book 13's momentum path. Misuse the blast. Letting the flame erupt without control causes the Ark to fly off course into Book 12's aftermath, a chaotic space of unresolved loops, shifting identities, and unfinished arcs. One crew member starts narrating in emoji. Another believes they've been rewritten into an allegory. Neither are wrong.
The Ark of Reimagined Echoes by Nada Stroll. Read free on Amazon now.
Gabriella stands before the kite frame winds, a sprawling system of metaphysical sails and harmonic currents that stretches across the Ark's launch platform. These are not ordinary winds, nor are they just simple gusts of air. They are resonant flames, alive with the divine energy of the Ark's final arc. Each gust of wind is fueled by intention, and these flames are the force that drives the final narrative arcs of the Ark, guiding timelines, character fates, and the path forward into Book 13. As Gabriella steps forward, she feels the warmth of the flame ripple through her. These are not flames of destruction, but of alignment, designed to ignite the winds that propel stories. She raises her hands to light the flames, her movements guiding the winds as they begin to swirl around her. The fate of the Ark's final trajectory depends on how Gabriella ignites these winds. Too much force, and the timeline becomes distorted. Too little, and the path falters. But the right balance could lead to the seamless convergence of every arc, propelling them all into Book 13's resolution. Resonant flame mechanics. The flames don't just ignite physical air. They fuel narrative momentum, bending time and space according to emotional resonance and spiritual intent. Guided winds. The winds are not random. They are directed currents of thought and story, guiding the Ark's final launch path and unlocking the next phase of the narrative. Flame calibration. Gabriella's task is not just to light the flames, but to ensure that their heat matches the Ark's trajectory. Each flame fuels the narrative arcs from books 1 through 12, preparing them for seamless transition into Book 13. Gabriella must balance the intensity of the flame with the direction of the winds. Perfect flame. Alignment, lighting the flames with exact resonance unlocks a gateway into Book 13, where every character arc aligns seamlessly and the final narrative threads fall into place with cosmic precision. Excessive flame. Overheating the winds causes time distortion, where characters burn through multiple timelines, caught in overlapping layers of existence. They may burn too brightly in one layer and become unwritten in the next, creating narrative friction and confusion. Gabriella steps forward into the cosmic wind, not just as a person, but as a force of narrative. She releases the dragon butterfly spread, a movement as grand and purposeful as a star being born. Her wings flutter, but not aimlessly. Each movement is deliberate, guiding the universe as she moves. The ballast ignites, lighting up the arc in a blazing circle. The flames dance, spiraling in perfect rhythm with her steps. The wind, now her ally, carries the arc forward, not by force, but by alignment. Gabriella ascends, graceful, unbothered, as the arc ascends with her. Dragon butterfly spread. Activation. Gabriella's graceful gesture unlocks not just motion, but alignment with the cosmos. The arc follows her intention, each flap of her wings driving timelines forward. Cosmic wind and flame. Sync. The winds carry the arc forward, using divine direction as its primary propulsion. Every character, arc, and dimension synchronizes with the rhythm of her wings. Ballast ignition. The arc doesn't just travel, it ascends. The ignition is a moment of divine propulsion, as if the narrative itself breathes into the vessel. Major conflict or decision, leaning into the dragon butterfly spread or ignoring the wind. Align with fate and propel the arc forward, or risk a directionless drift, caught in an infinite loop of hesitation and confusion.
Thank you for walking with us through the folds of time. If this episode sparked new thoughts or rewrote a few old ones, please consider liking, sharing, and leaving a review wherever you listen to podcasts. Your engagement helps keep the signal strong and the arc aligned. You can find full episodes, bonus material, and timeline diagrams at arkofalignments.com. Until next time, remember, the future doesn't wait. It listens.